It's unfortunate that I can't look at this thing and still see the beauty. I see the problems.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be looking at some of nature's most magnificent wonders, which we may all tragically outlive.
The wind is stronger and it's hotter. The reefs have bleached and they have died.
Number 10. California's Sequoia trees. Sequoia dendrum giganteum, also known as giant sequoia trees, are Earth's biggest trees. They are native to the Sierra Nevada in eastern California, but are unfortunately seriously endangered.
We kept running into these stumps over and over and over again. These trees are dead and gone. There's nothing you can do. It's a tragedy, but gosh, we just have to learn to live with it.
Currently, fewer than 80,000 exist in the States. On the other hand, there are over 500,000 in the UK, after being introduced in the 19th century. Not only are they physically huge, but their lives are incredibly long.
The redwood trees of California are probably the oldest of living things. The redwoods that grow along the coast live to be 2,000 years old.
They can live for 3,000 years, making some older than the Roman Republic. They're also unique for being fire resistant, but also rely on natural fires to bloom.
It punches a hole in the forest. That allows there to be more light and more water for the sequoia seedlings.
Fire suppression in the last century has disrupted the cycle, making them seriously endangered. Number 9. The Congo Basin. Only the Amazon rainforest is larger than the one in the Congo Basin.
From the Atlantic Ocean to the heart of the continent, the Congo has always been a place of fear and mystery.
This sheer size means it's teeming with unique life, not found anywhere else. This includes creatures like bonobos, chimpanzees, and African forest elephants, among thousands of other forms of life.
Between the poaching and the destruction of elephant habitat, these animals are doomed unless we move fast.
A combination of climate change and deforestation is destroying the forest, alongside all that inhabit it. This is especially worrying since it's one of the planet's largest carbon sinks. Efforts are being made to prevent further destruction, but if that's not achieved, we'll forever lose one of Africa's greatest wonders.
There are probably fewer than 5,000 eastern lowland gorillas left in a fraction of the land they used to inhabit.
It's one of the many extremely alarming aspects of the current Holocene extinction event. Number 8. Mount Kilimanjaro's snowcap. Tanzania is home to another of Africa's many remarkable wonders. We're talking about Mount Kilimanjaro, one of Earth's highest volcanoes. Its peak is defined by a remarkable snowy cap, which is sadly melting at an alarming rate.
Melting snow off Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania is causing what experts say could be drastic consequences for the wildlife in Amboseli National Park.
In 2000, a study revealed that 82% of its ice had been lost since 1912. Estimates say it'll be gone entirely by 2050.
Climate change actually does affect and has a devastating effect in areas such as these.
This is happening to ice caps globally, which are almost always essential to local ecosystems. It's not just a pretty peak we'll lose, but there will be losses of water, which will cause a greater decline in biodiversity.
But even here there are splashes of colour, like the red-hot poker. They may appear fragile, but they're exposed to rugged extremes.
Number 7. The Bise Barrier Reef. The Barrier Reef in Belize is the second largest in the world, after the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. It's the most popular sight to see in Belize, featuring the famous Great Blue Hole.
A blue hole is basically just a massive sinkhole in the ocean, and they can take over 100,000 years to form.
Scientists believe they've only discovered 10% of all species that live there. The other 90% we may never fully understand. That's because since 1998, over 40% of the reef has been damaged.
Caribbean waters are warming alarmingly, posing a grave threat to the corals.
It's unlikely this decline will reverse anytime soon, with pollution and mass tourism being huge contributors. On the bright side, Belize banned both bottom trawling and offshore oil drilling to preserve the reef. Unfortunately, this may not be enough to save it.
We've noticed that every time you go out, you'll find less fish.
Number 6. Glacier National Park. Along the border between Canada and the United States lies Glacier National Park.
The true nature of this wilderness hides beneath a blanket of white, up to 20 feet deep.
It's over 1 million acres, spreading across the corner of Montana. In the 19th century, it was home to approximately 150 glaciers. As of 2015, only 26 remained, with many likely having melted by now.
A lot of these systems that depend on this water are going to dry up and you'll have big changes in vegetation.
Recent studies believe they'll all be gone by 2030, which is worryingly close. Hopefully, if humanity starts to double down on solving climate change, this will never happen. America's President Donald Trump believes it to be a hoax, meaning it's up to the individual states to take action.
So Obama's talking about all of this with the global warming and that, and a lot of it's a hoax. It's a hoax. I mean, it's a money-making industry, okay?
Number 5. The Dead Sea. Despite its name, the Dead Sea is currently alive, but that might not be the case for long.
This is the symbol of what man can do to the nature, and without even knowing that he's doing it.
It lies on the border between Jordan and the Israeli-occupied West Bank. It's exceptionally salty, almost 10 times more than the ocean. This has made it a tourist attraction for thousands of years.
One reason the Dead Sea is shrinking is because humans are taking the water out. It's pumped via canals to shallow evaporation ponds.
It's sourced by the Jordan River, which humans are using more and more every year. This means less water makes it to the Dead Sea, which causes its sea levels to drop massively.
It's like no man's land, no one's here. It's so dangerous that nobody really can be here.
People have proposed fixing the issue, but action is yet to be taken, meaning it may soon be as dead as the name implies. Number 4. The Maldives. South of India lies the Maldives, a huge chain of islands spread over 35,000 square miles of ocean. Due to rising sea levels, the entire country is at risk of sinking.
So 5 years of Sarah's life, and all she knows is floods
It's flood every twice a month.
Wow. On average, they're only 5 feet above sea level. This means approximately 80% of it could be swallowed by the ocean by 2050. It's home to over 500,000 people, so it's causing major disruption to thousands.
It's a richly diverse, welcoming nation with more than 500,000 people. But those people are under siege. The enemy? Rapid sea level rise.
By the 22nd century, there's a chance the country won't exist at all. Their sources of fresh water have also been vanishing, plunging the nation into frequent droughts.
4 years ago, their well became unusable. Salt water polluted it. Like 97% of the country, they no longer have fresh groundwater.
Now it's only whatever falls from the sky.
From the sky.
Number 3. The polar ice caps. One of the major results of climate change is the melting ice caps.
At the other end of the planet in the north, the effects of climate change are being felt even more intensely.
On the bright side, it will open up new trade routes in the Arctic. Unfortunately, the negative consequences massively outweigh this. Not only will most polar wildlife perish, but also anywhere on the coast is at risk.
As all that ice ends up in the oceans, it's driving sea level rise to an even greater extent.
Places like the Maldives may cease to exist once the ice caps melt. It's been happening for over a century at an alarming rate. It's entirely driven by industrialization, but can be halted if we switch to renewable energies. Thankfully, renewable energy is slowly becoming cheaper than fossil fuels, but many believe it's too little too late.
This is so beautiful, but it's also just so sad.
We don't have decades. We hardly have years.
Number 2. Amazon Rainforest. The Amazon is often considered the Earth's lungs. This is because of the huge amount of carbon it captures, whilst converting carbon dioxide into oxygen. The rainforests cover over 2.3 million square miles of land.
Except for the snaking waters of the Las Piedras River, these rainforest treetops stretch unbroken for hundreds of miles.
By 2022, almost a quarter of the Amazon had been deforested. This is primarily driven by cattle ranching alongside other factors. There are still plenty of undocumented plants and animals in the rainforest.
What natural processes take centuries to build. people can undo in a matter of minutes.
Many of these plants may have vital uses such as medicine. If we continue to destroy it, then we'll never get to fully understand it. Additionally, thousands of indigenous people call it home, which may be entirely gone in a few decades. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. The Tahuamanu Rainforest. The mahogany industry is destroying Peru's natives' lives.
The rainforest is my life. It's our mother. This is where we get our medicine, our food. We use the wood for various things, for furniture and our homes.
Rajasthan, Ranthambhore's tigers. Tigers are rapidly losing their homes.
Where there are tigers, there are tourists. The bad part is the intense pressure which tigers in some of the reserves have come under because of their easy sightings, and so too many vehicles, too many people, and unregulated kind of tourism.
The Everglades. Florida's grasslands are quickly vanishing.
The wind causes erosion, also creates an opportunity for invasive plants to get in there.
They also expose the roots of native trees, which makes the trees extremely vulnerable in the next big storm.
The Yangtze River Basin. China's Three Gorges Dam may destroy local wildlife, including pandas.
The basin has both rural areas and around 175 significant cities dotted along the river's path. It is linked to 40% of China's freshwater resources, more than 70% of the country's rice production, 50% of its grain, and more than 70% of fishery production.
Madagascar. This island's unique life is at risk of being lost to climate change.
Nature is changing, the environment is changing, and the climate change is affecting this area more than the rest of the Madagascar. It's building up, it's year after year that the rains are less and that people have less and less food to eat.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Great Barrier Reef. On Australia's northeastern coast lies Earth's greatest reef, covering approximately 133,000 square miles. It's so big it can be seen from space.
These reefs extend along the tropical coastline of Australia, a distance of over 2,000 kilometres, the length of the entire east coast of the United States of America.
It's been built by underwater organisms for centuries. The reef is also home to thousands of species, but unfortunately, it's being lost to climate change. More than half of its coral was destroyed between 1995 and 2017, a terrifying statistic.
This wonderful thing, this thing that's been around for a very long time, is threatened in our lifetime and on our watch.
In 2022, we discovered it had a huge recovery, meaning hope isn't entirely lost. The Australian government has spent millions on preserving it. If successful, it may exist for centuries more.
The system's able to precisely replicate the conditions of the Great Barrier Reef as it's found in nature, but it's also able to look into the future. What will the reef look like in, say, 50 or 100 years from now?
What natural wonder will you miss the most? And have you gone to see it? Let us know in the comments.
A new chorus is sounding through the depths.